The bodies of 3 of the 4 mine workers trapped at the Tau Lekoa Gold Mine in Orkney near Klerksdorp in the northwest have been recovered by rescue workers. 5 workers were trapped by a rock fall about 1,350 meters below surface on Friday. This follows 2 seismic events. Mine management says in a statement that 1 of the 5 miners trapped underneath has been rescued and hospitalised. The search for the remaining trapped worker is continuing.
We're still coming to you from outside the Tau Lekoa mine shaft here, where 4 mine workers were trapped this afternoon. We understand right now an update into that is that the 4 bodies of those mine workers have now been retrieved and recovered. We are going to get more details from the president of the National Union of Mine Workers, Joseph Muntisetsi. Mr. Muntisetsi, thank you very much for joining us. The media is not allowed inside the premises, but at least you were. Can you give us an update as to how that went?
No, thank you very much. We went underground at around 5 to 5 this afternoon, and we went straight to the place where workers are trapped, and then we met the proto team leader, and he took us through the map as to how far is where the workers have been trapped. And it was like he told us that workers, skilled workers, meaning that the team leaders and the drillers and the winch operators are the ones that are in the forefront of taking the staff out to make sure that workers are recovered. The brief that we got from workers is that the worker that was recovered alive yesterday, it is because of workers who were there. But after the workers has been able to rescue that worker alive, the proto team then put a barricade and say workers are not allowed to rescue other workers who were still talking until 5 o'clock late, meaning that if workers were given a chance to go through, continue taking the staff out, those workers were supposed to be recovered alive. But while we were there, after something like 30 minutes, the bodies arrived from the inside square to the waiting place, and then bodies were put in the carriage. 3 bodies were covered. But as we arrived here on the surface, we were told that the people have already discovered the other body, but there are still some rocks that they are taking out to take the body. So that body, we think that it will be here not long today or now. But we are very, very much disgusted by the behavior of the proto team, especially proto team of Tau Lekoa, where management has decided that it must be only lily whites. We know the historical impact of this country. If Africans are not part of the team, it's a concern from us. It's a violation of employment equity, because Africans will always persist to make sure that they rescue other Africans. So this work of the proto team, I think, is questionable. And as the National Union of Mine Workers, we want to promise that we will take this matter up with management of this company.
Okay, so from what you are saying, I am getting the idea that you're not happy with what the rescue team did in terms of saying that the workers shouldn't assist to rescue the mine workers who were trapped. Do you maybe have any idea why that would be? Perhaps for safety reasons for them or otherwise?
Well, it is not for safety reasons. These people, when they went to underground, they make money. So they want to prolong hours for the sake of them getting money. While workers understand the safety of underground. I'm speaking about team leaders here. Actually, there's a team leader who is a deputy chairperson of the branch of NUM here, Ndate Ben Ntlap, who organized team leaders himself by force. That team leaders must take the forefront to go and do the work. It is not that these workers can just go there without making sure that the risks and hazards are being observed. So this was deliberate that the proto team want to spend more hours for the sake of their own interest, not for the interest of the workers. So from here going forward, this mine must transform the proto team, and from here going forward, DMR itself must not sit on the surface while workers are trapped underground. This was supposed to be actually observed by DMR to make sure that people are rescued alive.
And then Ndade Mundiseti, earlier on, you were saying also that you believe these or the executives of this mine must be criminally charged. Now that these people have unfortunately died, your views strongly on that?
Of course, this must be investigated, not only by the DMR. We need a forensic investigation that will be done by the professionals in terms of discovering why these people, when they were still alive, the proto team barricaded workers not to rescue these people, but they have witnessed the workers rescuing the one who was alive. Still, after that forensic audit, the people that are responsible must be arrested. I mean, these are the lives of people. And if you deliberate, cause the death of people, why can't you be arrested?
Taking into account the fact that, as you mentioned earlier on, that this is not the first time that this kind of incident is happening at this particular mine. It happened in 2017 and there was no repercussions. Do you think that perhaps government is failing people in terms of no one being able to be arrested when such things happen that can be avoided?
After the interview with you late this afternoon, we met with the DMR. We said to them, we want the recommendation that they have given this mine about the accident that happened in 2017. And taking from that recommendations, we're going to check whether the mine has complied with the recommendations. And the area where workers have died today, it is the same area where in 2017 workers have died. And I think we said, if people are mining pillars, why can't they put artificial pillars, which are done through the framework of steel, and put rocks inside and pump the cement, so that you can have something that can balance the roofing table of the rocks. Those things are not done here, and it is a cause of concern.
Well, thank you very much there, Ndade Joseph Muntiseti, President of National Union of Mine Workers. They're giving us an update. The 4 mine workers who were trapped this afternoon, their bodies have been recovered. And you'd remember that the 5th person who was trapped yesterday was rescued alive yesterday by the workers, he adds. Well, that's an update from us. We'll still keep you updated. It's back to you for now, studio.